said, I don't think I've been wrong yet. Now, this light spectrum is a little different to me. So, like, you see how it's tripping out by itself. It's trying to show me something, but it seemed like since I told YouTube iPhone 6s tap into the sun and the moon and all that extra shit, it's like they started fucking with it. I don't know. Before I get to what I was about to say, let's strip the light. So as you can see, the moon actually looks like the Death Star on Star Wars, as is kind of brown with a smaller circle inside of it. If you can look at the 10 o'clock position, kind of like 9:30, there's an object to the side, and it's not a lens flare because there's no lights out. It might be a lens flare, but it kind of just popped up. But anyways, don't that look like the Death Star from Star Wars? As you can see, like the eye in it. It looks like a brown dwarf when it's like that, but it's kind of gold because it shows the energy that the sun is actually in, the golden state. Feel me? And as your A and B come together to equal C, and then your A, B, C come together and activate your magnetic field, then your A, B, C, and M come together and activate the X gene or the feminine energy within you. Mostly for the men, the feminine energy helps you activate your Y energy because really the Y is a mutation, but it came from the X. The thing about Y is we bring that energy from like being stronger because the X there's actually something called a Y flare, and um it's the most rarest flare there is. That's why our Y gene is something significant about it, and I'm gonna figure it out just because there's actually a Y flare. But the thing is that you would never forget the X created it, so it still keeps that the woman was here first, period. Or the feminine energy was here first, because what are we? We're not bodies and shit. We're the energy in the body. You feel me? But nah, though. I be looking at these light spectrums because the light spectrums actually represents what the sun is connecting to right now, like due to different planets and different alignments and stuff like that. Like everything's coming in as the magnetism grows. So that being said, it looks a little weird because at first, like as you can see, the lines, right? The lines usually are white, right? But these lines kind of look like a cross. It's always the X is a cross at a tilt, right? When you're dealing with an elliptical orbit. So most of these lines come through the sun or what you call your moon at a tilted line. That represents Epsilon or Kaf, like the onyx symbol, the Kaf, right? Because it keeps connecting and that's how it goes higher and higher. That's how it connects to you. That's how it connects to the planet. These lines, you see, that's four. And four together comes together and makes a 360. And these are four right triangles. You feel me? Still, four right triangles still. It just looks like more of an X because it's at a tilt. So, that being said, Christ energy hitting Ma, feminine, hitting the planet. hitting you, your X genes. I ain't been wrong on when the fuck it comes. You really need to look out for March 11th. Even though today is, yeah, 'cause everybody was saying the 7th. No, it is really going to be like March 10th going into March 11th. It's going to be a random flare because they're trying to hide this shit. You need to realize we've been dealing with 3 months in a loop. It speeded up last year. Feel me? I'm trying to look. It speeded up last year. Okay? There's certain shit, even with Mars, that was Regalis. Or Aries. Aunt Aries actually popped up fucking September. When they said the blood moon didn't show up, it actually did. They just had black clouds. Really, it wasn't even black clouds, it was spaceships around them. It's anti-Mars, meaning anti-Mars, like Antarctica. It means not Arctic. And Aries means not Mars. It's a super red giant. It might be the the red orb, the big huge red orb that you see beside the sun all the time. Definitely when these conjunctions going on, like Mars occultation. I think that was Ant Aries this whole fucking time, right? Because why would you name something not that means not Mars? You feel me? So that being said, that was September 22nd. So you should see that this month for shit show. March 22nd. I don't know if that's when the new moon comes or whatever, but yeah. If they don't have the shit blocked out, that shit is gonna be so red. It's gonna look like the stop symbol on your down. The stop sign symbol is redder than that. Nigga, it's really blood red. Like, shit look crazy. Other than that.